appears that Voiceless Voice finally had a successful run. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. It's regionals like this that kind of make me appreciate how interesting that this game can actually just be in its breakdowns and what you were able to see out here. Now, we did have two Mitsurugi variants in this top cut. Now, one of these variants is actually supposed to be a Horus take on the deck, which means, you know, good old Dimseti and friends out here coming along to try to make this deck out to be a really cool monster. We also did have two Malice decks in the overall top cut of this event, which I think is okay. At this point in time, I'm just pretty used to seeing Malice showing up out here. Even if it's not going to win the event, players are still going to try to make this deck work out very, very well. And then we had a Voiceless Rizal deck, which is the thing that really caught my attention out here, because in the very early stages of Rizal coming out, the Voiceless Voice engine was considered to be a package that you could, you know, pick up and merge into the deck and try out, but we never really saw that variant make any sort of headway out here in the TCG. I think it showed up once or twice, but it was just kind of a little bit of a mystical engine that, you know, you heard fairy tales about. Well, it actually had a good run for this event and ended up winning it. We also did have Odon and friends, finally. More trap deck action. I love the fact that we do continuously see Odon on the regional level, because this deck has just been an absolute grinder on the meta. We've also got Memento. Okay, well, you know, as much as we joke about Memento at this point in time, I'm really happy to see that Memento is doing and performing well out here. And also appears we have some White Forest action for you out here as well. So, I mean, overall, you had the standard challengers, but you had a decent amount of rogue for this event, which actually makes this event very, very challenging for the meta. Let's pass on over to deck list. Did you guys smash? Just kidding, you already smashed it. All right, so we've got the power of our Rizal variant of Voiceless Voice. Now, in order to kind of understand what you're trying to do here, you still got to remember you're going to be using the Rizal cards as the supplemental package to work with the Voiceless Voice package. Actually, in reality is you're running a Rizal deck with a supplemental package of the Voiceless Voice cards in here to basically give you kind of what you were missing in the previous builds, which, let's call it what it is. You know, we all know that we were missing some pretty good stuff. Now, this build also gets to play the Code Igniter down here to try to light up and get some cheesy ritual summon action, which, you know what? If the Rizal build is able to actually access this, and, you know, which it can now, and fulfill the cost for the ritual summon, that's really, really cool. I also do see Starring Knight down here is seeing some play. What is this? This is rank 4. It says, detach material from this card to special summon a light monster from your hand. This brings out low. That's pretty freaking good. Now, if this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can target a level 4 light fairy monster you control. Special summon this card, and if you do, attach that monster to this card as material. I like the fact that we can start full Rizal combo and then just drop down a low or something to kind of keep things going on the combo line. That's really, really good. Now, you also do have some, you know, link plays in here because, I mean, Almirage into the security, you're getting some cute little action on that, but also, you know, having the Dynamondo play to bring back the Skull Guardian does put a lot of strong pressure on your opponent. So I think what we're working with here, this build is very, very solid and a very nice choice for the meta. Next up here, ooh, some of the most basic Mitsurugi action that we can have out here. You know, I don't get too excited about these lists anymore because they look the frickin' same. But this list, 42 cards, got the full Rizal package in here as you should be. Going with the one copy of the Cross. Yes, we do have the 2/7 Tachyons built into the deck. It's not like getting the 7 Tachyon is much of a problem right now because Dragluxion just bridges you on in and ensures that you can get to where you need to be spicy, because that's what the name of the game is for the Mitsurugi package, man. The Mitsu stuff just floats you on in and go to town. We are actually main decking the Great Purification. This is a little bit different than what we've used to been seeing across the board with a lot of these lists, because most players just don't even really you just toss in the side deck. I do see that they did choose to toss the attack talents into the side deck. So either way, this list working out very, very, very nicely. Next up here, we have Memento. Okay, so I see no Book of Eclipses this time. All right, we're just cruising on in with the droplets. We're going to use the droplets to supply us with the board breaker stream of advantage, and, you know, do what you need to be doing with this stuff. Seems absolutely free to me. Also, more and more of these builds have been cutting back on Memento Fusion. As much as, you know, you have people out here that swear that this card is going to be a mandatory 3 of in these decks, they've just been cutting back on this. And I don't really hate on this idea because, you know, variably so, I think that this is probably a better call. I mean, you're already playing 44 cards as it is. I think you're good to go. Also, hello, Cyverse D Save Worm and the Chaos Star Source Dragon. Packing on into the side deck out here. These, I also see we've got 2 Grand Biker entrances in here as well. Okay, this is kind of spicy for a list. Next up here. Wow, we have White Forest. We're actually playing the toy box cards in here. Okay, well, first of all, I have not seen anybody even batting an eye at the toy box cards. I think at this point in time, this is probably the most interesting takeaway that I've seen, because I don't think that these cards are bad. I just think that as people have kind of developed through the course of the meta, they just are like, you know, we've got better things. I mean, sure, that might be true. Also going with 1 Hollowed Azamina and 1 copy of Deception in here. The fact that Deception is showing up as just a 1 of now, I mean, that does save you a lot of money, but okay, I'll take this. I also do see that we are playing the 1 copy of the Sinful Spoil Sanctification, which is what? Target a Diabell monster in your graveyard or banishment. Discard 1 card, and if you do, special summon that monster. Or we can target 1 monster face up in your spawn trap card zone and special summon it. Okay, well, I mean, it kicks back 1. It, you know, gets back a Diabell. I mean, this card seems pretty alright. This side deck is real. The real gas is, though, just 5 different cards, maximizing on 3 of them, just to make sure that the opponent can't play the game. I love it. Next up here, ooh, this is spicy. So it looks like somebody out here wanted to get a little bit saucy with the Odon deck, which is where I see that my dear old friend Arch Nemesis Protoss is showing up out here. Well, first of all, we appreciate any time that we see somebody latching onto a cool new concept out here, because it really does spicing up some of the deck building process. But Mr. Arch Nemesis Protoss seeing play in my level 4 deck, I mean, it's okay. All of this has got to do with, you know, Nemesis Flag being able to come down, and you've also got the Infernal Flame Banshee in here as well for a tutor option to get for it. But also, you know, it's not like the Fiendsmith package. Honestly, getting into the Fiendsmith package through, you know, the Lurie to get the Lacrimet, committing the normal summon of the Man with the Mark, bridges you into the Nemesis Flag through the Infernal Flame Banshee. That's frickin' disgusting that you've got that much synergy working for you out here. But this is the kind of stuff that we look for. You know, it's these kind of things in the deck building that really makes this game fun. Also, we are side decking the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror here, so we can put pressure on the opponent. Okay, looks good. And our last list is some Mitsurugi with the Horus package. Now, as we kind of stray a little bit further away from the clutch of reality with, you know, Rizal being the best variant, you got people that are experimenting around out here. They are looking for the different ways to try to make this deck, you know, viably work out. And I think that this is going pretty good. Also, you know, hello Dominus Impulses. How are you guys? But I also do see it looks like the Nemesis package is also creeping around in this deck as well. The fact that Odon is also exploring this is really, really funny. But also, you know, Nemesis Flag doing shop. And also, it's kind of cool to see Wozu out here actually getting getting a chance to see some play. It's just the little things like this that really just kind of make me appreciate the deck building process right now. So what do you guys think about the cool, exciting things that are developing right now? Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.